This is a video where I simply and plainly want to take a moment to vent a bit of my frustration and my helplessness. And the story begins like this. I'm Cuban, my first profession is a premium cigar roller, and my second profession is a software developer. One way I have found to combine both my professions and my passions is because I am lucky enough to work in not just one, but actually two of my passions. And as a hobby, I also have other passions that I pursue, so I feel very fortunate in that regard. So, as a way to combine both, I started developing several months ago, almost a year ago, an app where I have a cigar catalog. And more than 250 lessons about tobacco and about the world of premium cigars, of premium tobacco. In the world of tobacco, nothing like this exists. There is not really any app that you have on your mobile phone, and there is not any website where you can, at this time, do this. Find all the necessary information about a cigar or about a specific topic. During all these months, I was developing the app, and the time came to start testing it. Since it is an app that is only available for iPhones, specifically for iOS, I decided to go ahead and buy, just as I had planned to do, the subscription for the Apple Developer Program. I am trying to register with my account as well as with my American company, which is my American Limited Liability Company, or LLC. A limited liability company, which is in my name. I'm the sole owner and they won't let me register. Why? Because my Apple account is Russian? Okay, there are sanctions, and it can be understood that these are part of broader geopolitical games. If you really think about it, the blame for the war in Ukraine is basically placed on the European Union and the United States. Ultimately, the culprit is once again the United States. Why? I'm not going to explain the whole story, but I'll just say that the influence of the United States and the European Union in Ukraine dates back more than 20 years. And the most recent historical event was when the United States and the European Union basically changed the government in Ukraine. Basically, they did I don't know how to say it in Spanish now, I forgot. Basically, they interfered in a democratic process so that the candidate they wanted would win. One thing led to another, leading to Zelensky, and the next point was the war. It's a fairly summarized version, but it's a war that can be avoided and that Vladimir Putin wanted to avoid for many years, for since 20 years ago. You can find it publicly in a speech, but anyway, that's another topic. I can understand the sanctions as geopolitical games because I'm already used to it. I live in Russia and I'm already used to the sanctions and evading them. But I can't register in the ASI, the Apple Developer Program for Apple. So I got up from the table and after a brief pause went to smoke a cigar in order to relax for a little while, and also enjoyed having a small cup of tea. I relaxed a bit and found several solutions that obviously require a third person to be involved, or that require that I register a company where my wife, who is a Russian citizen, would be included, because I am only a Cuban citizen myself. I do not have any other citizenship. I'm only a Cuban citizen, and that is my only nationality. So, as you can see, my options are limited by the fact that I do not hold any other citizenship besides Cuban, which is why I have to consider these particular solutions. And I don't have any kind of residency in another country either. I'm a Cuban citizen residing in Cuba who lives temporarily in Russia because my woman is Russian, my wife is Russian. So the solution I find is there are two. One is to sign up for the Apple developer program with a Russian Apple account, which would be my wife's account. Because although my Apple account is American, but it requires certain verifications that I simply cannot pass as a Cuban citizen or because I do not have an American phone number. Apple support basically has not responded for several days, nor have they done anything about it at all. So I find myself in a situation where months of work and a lot of money invested in images that are made specifically for the application, meaning those pictures created just for this app. In audio, where the lessons were recorded in audio, because inside the application you can listen to the lessons in audio. There are more than 35 hours of audio in recorded lessons that I have just sitting there, not being used for anything at all, with nothing to do. The most expensive thing, as you might have guessed, was obviously the tokens for Cursor and also for Cloud Code, which really added up over time. The tokens I spent on AI is the biggest expense. So, the option I have, getting back to the topic since I'm drifting, is one. I register with a Russian account from my wife, or I simply create another Russian Apple account. So with that Russian account, I will actually be able to publish my app if Apple wants to allow it and if Apple wishes. Basically, as long as Apple gives their approval, having that Russian account means I can go ahead and publish my app. Because if my account is Russian and all of my information is set to Russian as well, I actually cannot use a Russian card, whether it is a Russian credit card or a Russian debit card, to pay for the subscription. I'd have to use a Visa or a MasterCard, both of which unfortunately do not work in Russia. The moment I try to enter and pay with a card whose details are not actually mine, Apple does not refund the money. Instead, they simply do not activate your program. So even though the payment goes through, you end up with nothing, and there is no way to get your money back from Apple in this situation. This makes it really difficult to use their services if you are in Russia or if you do not have access to a working card. Which is a problem, because you pay the $99, Apple doesn't activate your developer account and doesn't refund the money. And Apple support again doesn't respond. The second option is to register a company in another third country, such as Armenia, Kazakhstan, or a similar place, where my wife, as a Russian citizen, could do so. Or Georgia, register a company there, so yet another company, while I still have my American LLC. Actually, this means I would be running both companies at the same time. Once I have the company in, let's say, Armenia or Kazakhstan, I'd have to try to get Apple to accept me into the developer program as a business account. From Armenia, where once again the problem will arise. Regarding my wife's Russian citizenship, I should mention that as a Cuban citizen, I am simply not able to openly and freely register companies in another country. This is a real limitation for me. Obviously, there are other solutions, as I mentioned, that involve third parties, which, as you can imagine, requires a very high level of trust between everyone involved. And honestly, it just isn't really viable or sustainable in the long run. So now, at this point, I'm faced with yet another problem. All of this was caused by these ongoing geopolitical games on which I ended up spending almost an entire year of my life while developing this app, and now in order to actually publish it I will have to spend even more money than I did over a year ago, back when I first set up my limited liability company, or LLC. because with my Russian company I can't do anything due to the sanctions. So I had to set up an American company. Now I'll have to go ahead and create yet another company and spend even more money just to try and get accepted into the program, with no guarantee whatsoever that they'll accept me. So that's one of the problems. The second problem is Namecheap the worst domain registrar I've ever encountered in my life, and I've used many. On Namecheap, obviously, I was registered again with my Russian phone number, my Russian address, and other Russian details. And one day they just sent me an email and told me that my account was temporarily blocked. To update my info via email, and the email was ridiculous. It's the most ridiculous email I've seen in my life, stating that Namecheap is an American company and emphasizing that it strongly condemns the acts of war as well as the crimes against humanity that have been committed by Vladimir Putin in Ukraine. And I say, if you genuinely condemn war crimes and you are an American company, then you should either close the business or move or even consider relocating the company to another country. Because there's no one who has committed more acts of war and violated more international laws than the United States. And it's a great country. I mean, by law, they are required to stop providing services to Russian customers. The government is telling them that because they don't want to, they can't work with Russian clients. And instead of opposing a government action that is limiting you as a company, they go along with it, they don't resist, which I find absolutely ridiculous. On Namecheap, I was able to recover just one domain, which is my website. And currently, in my Namecheap account, which as you know is still blocked at this time, I still actually own it and it remains under my ownership. Over 17 domains that I bought more than a year or more than 2 years ago. Domains that I've been accumulating and for which I had plans. And now I can't use them anymore. For many different companies and services that I regularly need to use in my daily life, because we lived in an interconnected world and now I find myself isolated personally. Because the sanctions basically haven't affected Russia in terms of people's daily lives, they haven't affected it much. It's true that some imported products cease to exist in the market, but they are already coming back in more expensive. But there are Russian alternatives of equal or better quality at the same price or cheaper. As far as the daily life of Russian people goes, the most it has affected them is that when they have to open WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram, or Twitter, or Facebook, they have to turn on a VPN first, which doesn't affect me because I still use a VPN. I think it's American, which I pay for with crypto, and I don't have any problem. I'm already used to it. I was always used to using VPNs even before the sanctions and the need to use VPNs for everything. I had it long before, my life didn't change much. That's basically the worst consequence of the sanctions on a personal level. Now on a work level, which is my problem, it's basically clipping my wings, it's putting the ceiling right here. My ceiling was in the sky, now my ceiling is here because I can't to publish my software, I can't receive international payments unless they're in crypto. And for the consulting, because why did I have the LLC? Because let's say my second job is consulting. It's not directly project manager, it's consulting. I plan the software projects or hardware ones too, depending on what it is. I plan the projects and then I supervise them if necessary. And I received payment in crypto because the clients I had allowed it. But if I now need to sign a client, which thank God I haven't needed to do so far, because I have regular clients who pay me in crypto. Well, if I ever do need to look for new clients and I need them to pay me with fiat currency, with US dollars, I realized that I couldn't actually do it because as a Cuban citizen, I am legally allowed to register a company in the United States. However, as a Cuban citizen who does not live in the United States, I am not able to open a bank account there. So even though I can set up a business, I still face the significant obstacle of not being able to access banking services in the US. And it's not just the United States. If I chose the United States for my company, it's because, ironically, even though I'm not there, I feel the law protects me more than if I started a company in my own country, which wouldn't do me any good, or in another country. I criticize what needs to be criticized. But obviously, the security and stability offered to me by the United States as a place to develop economically and where my rights will be respected is undeniable. And that's why I decided to create my company in the United States. I mean, I love the United States. But actually, that's not really inconsistency. It's just that different types of legislation that don't align, which should be consistent, yes, but at least there's the possibility of creating the company. That's already good progress. Obviously, I'm going to find the solution to this problem, but these two examples of Namecheap and Apple, for example, I have an iPhone. I don't know which one this is, I don't remember. And I have a Mac. I'm going to show it to you now. I think it's here. I don't know if it's visible. There it is. There it is. And on my iPhone, I can't use half of the features that you can use. If you're in Europe or in the United States or in Latin America, in some countries, I can't use the wallet. Apple Pay, I can't use it. I can't use the NFC. And like that, many other features that I don't even remember because it's been so long since I used them. But I keep paying for iCloud, I keep paying for Spotify, I keep paying for Twitter, and I keep paying for... Let me see what else I have here on the computer that I'm paying for. I keep paying for a software that I use to manage tasks and projects. I keep paying for Cursor, I keep paying for ChatGPT, I keep paying for Cloud Code. What else do I keep paying for? I'm looking at the apps here on the computer. The VPN is a paid one, which I keep paying for, although that's with crypto. What else do I have here? Figma, I pay for it when needed. What else do I have here that I pay for? The company email, I pay for it, even if it's $12 a year, but I pay for it. Right, what else do I have here? Telegram, I pay for it with rubles that I can pay for. And well, I pay for everything using crypto and buying cards that you can top up with cryptocurrency. But these are cards that, as I understand it, are issued by a company in the United States for someone who is supposedly a worker, but in reality, the card is actually for you. And so paying, for example, if I have to pay 75 rubles to buy $1 for me to buy $1 on that card with crypto or with rubles, I have to pay 100 or 105 rubles for the dollar, 20% more expensive, in some cases up to 35. I mean, as an individual, the level of difficulty that I have to work with here is truly incredible, honestly. It's simply incredible. And I don't usually make videos like this, but it's just that I find it. It seems to me at first surreal for some reason. This kind of absurd situation where the government forbids a company from working and offering its services to 160 million people. And the company sends you a ridiculous email blocking you after you've been using the services for years. Or Apple blocking everything, a company as big as Apple. It can't stand up to the government's games. And I'm going to find a solution to all these problems. I'm going to spend money I shouldn't have to spend and don't want to spend, but I'm going to find the solution. Alright, this is the video I'm recording today. Tomorrow I'll upload the video about the article I posted on Twitter or X about digital ID, talking about the government again, about digital ID and how it can be implemented in a way that helps us improve the user experience on the internet instead of making it worse or just completely suppressing privacy and anonymity online. It's already too late today to go smoke another cigar. But the truth is, the level of stress I have right now is incredible. Thanks for watching the video. I'll post another tomorrow. Bye.